This is Michelle Pate, your wellness intuitive and coach, and I am continuing another segment of dream interpretation. So, again, resourcing my notes, no teleprompter, nothing to memorize. So, most of our dreams are very ordinary dreams. We have dreams every single night, and it's merely our brain's way of storing information, of releasing stress, of sorting out and figuring out life, basically, what happened. So your normal dreams are just going to be like this. You're not going to remember most of your dreams, but every once in a while, I'm sure we've all had this, where we've had a really, really vivid dream, and it has a lot of weird and strange things in it. Like, my daughter told me one time, she said, I had such a weird dream last night, I woke up and I wondered what's wrong with my brain. And I'm sure you can relate to that and wonder, what's wrong with me? I've had such a these dreams, they sometimes make me feel kind of out of control. We can't control them and what they're trying to, what they're saying. So all we can really do if we're having a lot of really vivid, intense dreams and we're waking up exhausted, I'm sure that you've experienced that, where you are dreaming literally all night long and you're running and running and running, and then you wake up and you're just like, oh God, I feel like I ran a marathon, I just want to sleep all day. So we all have that, and that usually happens in times of intense stress. If we've had some kind of a trauma, we will not get really restful sleep because our brain is trying to make sense of all of it while we're sleeping. So dream interpretation can really help you. If you're dreaming that you're running a lot, you can check that out in your awake life and try to make some sense in it. It's like using it for journaling, or using it if you're going to a trauma therapist or specialist, using it to just get those deep feelings out of your mind. Journaling them really helps. So your brain is trying to solve a problem that is unsolvable, but you think is unsolvable in real life, and your dream will keep going back to something that's unresolved in your conscious awake life. You might experience going back to a neighborhood, a house, a person, a job, a relationship. These are called recurring dreams, and they try to help us figure it out while we're asleep, when we just can't find, we can't even tackle these feelings in real life because it's too intense. So my story as far as recurring dreams, so my biggest one was, for years I had dreams of moving into a new home or apartment. Like every other night I was moving somewhere else, and I would move into wherever I would move into, and it would always be something unsatisfactory about it, and I had a lot of angst and a lot of stress on sharing these dilapidated homes, or sharing these, having strange roommates, and it was really intense because it was always somewhere different. So in my dream dictionary, I found out that home symbolizes our psyche, and I had a lot of emotional upheaval during a lot of these times. A lot of if I was just a gypsy or a nomad and I was okay with it, I don't think I would have been having these kind of dreams. But just the fact that in my real life I had to move residence a few times in the early 2000s, that And I wasn't happy about it, that my mind was just tripping out on all these movements, and I kept trying to work it out in my sleep. So I think another aspect of it is my career, and trying on a new home in a dream is an easy way to try on a new identity. And it's like, oh, that identity didn't work, that identity didn't work, that one didn't work, that job I didn't like, that job I didn't like, that job I didn't like. And I'm moving, trying to figure out what is really good for me, and I don't see a lot of things that are good for me, because 99% of the jobs out there are not going to be a good fit for me. And I'm learning to be true to myself and pursue the career that is really meant for me. I did have a dream a couple of months ago where I moved into this white house, and my room was on the second story, and everything was white on the inside. And I went and I opened the double doors, and there was this balcony that looked out over the ocean, and it was very bright and blue, and just blue skies, and it was so beautiful. And I saw that as, because it was upstairs, that was the higher part of my identity, and it was like, and it was so clean and so nice. And that told me that there was a part of me where I was really coming into my own, and very peaceful and very bright and very clear on what on where I was supposed to be at, on the choices that I've made in my life, that they are right for me because of how I felt in this dream. So there's another example of a recurring dream and different ways that it is. I'm sure you have a lot of your own. If you want to talk to me about it, shoot me an email, michellepate99@yahoo.com. And I'm Michelle Pate, your wellness intuitive and coach, and peace out.